And when it comes to 2026, akasala, tukasala fwebenati new remina. This time Blaze na bonse mo bali pano, balidi and bonse, start preaching the youth. A youthful president, a youthful governance. That will save us from all as a country. Wherever there will be a youth in 2026, vote for that youth. Ababa ko dele batutete batuchinge ngama youths. What are they doing? No wonder they are taking it as for granted as business as usual. What do you call that in English? There's a term they use that team. Wasa kokola. Okay, muchimba tu ndati kokuswenga kokola. Ala mba no kuchitefa bwere munganda mutia. No kutinika TV atinika. If it's can happen. Ichi chonze tibachita kai badi bere lati ama youths they are blank tesha. But it's high time. I'll refer as well. Burkina Faso ko Kuli Traore is a youth. I'm not saying I'm supporting the system of the way the transition was done, but us here, we can speak loudly through elections, proper and welfare elections. Icho echirefu kwa tuomberepo. Ichilobole ndao. Menshi. Ishinda upa kufuma. Ishinda utubiyeli hapa. Isho tuwabire mu 2021. Na shichensa. Tashitule na mchimo. Indao. Shakwata kamo para panshi para batapari vetu refumi hapa. So uviara shimbi. The youth. We should plant in the youth. Let's preach the youth. The youth are the ones to save us from these old politicians, are the ones to bring sanity in this country. My ideas are if much could minister of technology and my youth say pangana my ideas. When the Fiamonzema ministries across my youth are elected innovation. Ero wakana mbele tuje pamitu. Awe twakana. Icho twakana. This time, that's why Bamdala, he was the 7th president. And 7 means the end of all times, the end of things. He will be, what I declare and pray that God answer me. He will be the end of old politicians. Twakana, twanaka. This time, youths, the youths, you bere myoko, pari bukansara ngorevu kubabapo, we bere myoko youth, we soko belele, vapo. Whatever will be in 2026, there's angamshako. Youth in shakamlekeresh. Whether nanguya bantu babiri batatu nkavanga babali batatu abakavota pari youth until this dream is achieved. Epona perera, you can drop me.
Bagafundisha, thank you so much. Kanavesa, etona mitemeno pantu mlalande fintu fya kwati. Numwena chalo onse kutia kwata mo uksenda molu wali. Thank you so much, Bagafundisha. May God bless you for that. For those, you know. Mr. Robam, you wanted to say something?
Maybe his phone battery.
What has happened to Mr. Robam? Okay. So at this particular moment, I would like to. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. I don't know if I'm fine. Oh, wait.
Apostle. So this is a live stream from TikTok.
Okay.
Just wanted
Maru. Okay, bro. I'd like you to at least take the people more. Also, if you can bring in a contribution. Okay, Mr. Obama is back. Maybe I don't know if you can, my brother, if you can contribute something, Amaru. Yeah. Then Mr.
Okay, let
Obama
Mr.
can
Robert
come.
contribute. I'll come up later.
Okay, great. Okay. Mr. Obama.
I don't know what happened with my my phone and my TikTok. It just played up. I think Bella, some people are trying to interfere.
No, you've got Mr. Bean in your house.
Okay. All right. So I think Mr. God, God, man of God, just mute your microphone, please. But there's feedback. That's coming. Okay. I think we'll watch the thing. So can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
You know when Wakafundisha was talking about failing in governance.
Mm-hmm.
If you look like I explained, because you see, government number one, Royal government. If you look at everything, it was shocking when I was looking at it. This government fails on almost everything to do with governance.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it is. You know, in some areas would want to with that benefit of the doubt, thinking that okay, maybe they are trying. But no, it's shocking. Because you look at number one, the first thing the government, maintain law and order, says enforce laws through police, courts, and correctional systems. We know what's happening there with the issue with Waimi and what happened in Mfumbwe. Protect citizens from crime, violence, and injustice.
In the United Kingdom, and I'm turning 42 in the UK, meaning I've stayed here half of my life. Now, when you look at the retirement age is...
What's happened with the South African, where our own government sued the South African government regarding ACL stuff. That is not good diplomacy, because those are our brothers. You know, you can't do that. Manage borders and immigration. In Mfumbwe, they're saying that that place was populated by foreigners and stuff. Where was the immigration system? So if you could have millions of people coming in the country and you accuse them of doing such things, and you don't have the immigration system to record what's happening in the country, that's a government that is failing the people, you know? And also it says represent the nation in international affairs. I don't think any one of us here, you'll proudly say that this government is doing anything to do anything on the international level for you. The list you go on, provide public services. Someone told me they've only built one toilet. And they say the government needs to build and maintain infrastructure, roads, schools, and hospitals. They've not even built a school, not even a single hospital. You know, healthcare, you go there, the American ambassador destroyed them of how much medication they've wasted, and people have died for not having access to medication. And then you go to promote economic stability and growth. That's questionable. Again, they're saying the economy will grow by 6%. How can the economy grow with such poor energy policies in the country? That's a fallacy. You can't lie to your own people and say that the economy is growing when the energy sector is so bad and people cannot even do any normal businesses. You know, and then like what I say, it protects rights and freedoms. They come in with cyber, okay? And you see what uphold the constitution and human rights. You saw what happened with Bill 7, where it was ruled that it was illegal, whatever the government was trying to do. So when we come here and say that this government has failed, I think people need to go back and understand what the role of the government is.
Exactly.
Then they'll probably understand why we're saying that this government has failed. And the thing is, the,
not
the,
to
the
stop,
fa-
not to cut you short.
yes, sir.
Ngati constitution court yakamba ati constitution amendment it's unconstitutional. What's the meaning of unconstitutional? Because kai kuma court bakonda sense tuma terminology tofuna kusokoneza abantu. So I just want to much to explain that wakamba this constitution amendment it's unconstitutional. Itanta uzachani ngati maileta mchinyanja. So as using a charge ama terms yamene amambeka bwino mu parliament but yakafika kuwa so kwanza kushita understand meaning ya unconstitutional. I trust if wena ngutiziwa baroba mngati wakamba unconstitutional ni chintu chamene chili bwino chintu choipa kupereka kuti kubantu chamene simnafunse I constitution si constitution ya abantu it's not a people's driven constitution ni constitution yanu mu UPND si ya abantu so ngati kuja court wakamba this amendment it's unconstitutional chikamba chani mchinyanja wakulubanga skom.
In simple terms, we can say whatever the government was trying to do was not legal. That's the only way. Like what you say, the courts are very clever and they try to use certain words. But if you try to do anything that's against the constitution, then it's illegal. Because you have to follow the constitution for that thing to be legal. So the government, whatever they were trying to do, yes, sir.
So, the Constitution Court ruled out that the Constitutional Amendment illegal, which means Nanga why UPND na National Assembly, but then after an age, a Constitutional Amendment, Constitution Court that this amendment it's unconstitutional. Why was a foot in Parliament? What does that mean?
Oh,
sorry, you want to come in later?
Yes, yeah. This morning we had a very good lecture from Queen Mpomi, and she really broke it down. Bezokamba kuti ba UPND why we're pushing an agenda for the Constitution Amendment Yamene Bill 7 is there's a lot of clauses in there that favor them alone. And one of them is they only want to see 20 women, a few disabled people, and over 256 MPs. So, and the way it is, it's like President Hakainde Hichilema, Ngatini President, is the one who will be picking the MPs to say, Iwe na kutenga. And then, for example, the way, like I stood as a member of parliament under UPND, if they don't adopt me, I'm supposed to resign. Yeah, I can't stand, even if it's independent. In short, they are trying to stop independent MPs. And then she also explained a lot about the way, I'm sorry?
On the adoption part.
Yes.
Well, what would actually happen is you would see is there will be people, let's say for instance, if I'm a strong candidate
yes.
in a certain constituency, but then the president does not like me because of my views.
Yes.
So what will happen is they will let me stand, win that election, but then because of my views, or maybe the president does not like me, if I just disagree with him and he decides to kick me out of the party,
he can.
Then that's it. Then the president will pick someone that will replace me. There won't be any
by-election. Oh, God.
That's not democracy.
That's evil.
So you're going to have a situation where people in Lusaka Central constituency, their MP, if he's UPND and he wins and the president does not like them, they'll just go and grab someone from Monze that has never even lived in Lusaka. He doesn't even know how Lusaka Central constituency operates. And that person takes over as your MP. So you can go ahead, Madam Lydia.
Yeah, so the whole agenda of Bill 7 is an evil agenda. It's just to please by UPND so that wankadidile pachipuna, and also for them kunkala is it 7 years because never many was ofune ba HH wakankale per position 7 years, and then na MPs na weva za monkala a long time as well. So for me mukailanganisisa maningi Bill 7 and why waenda ku court is because HH sakonda uluza chintu chili chonse. That's why when he failed the election first time, he went again 5 times. Because he just wants to win. Same as even what is happening to Edgar Chagwalungu's family. He knew he's not going to win the case against the family. The family made their decision. He still decided to involve the courts. in South Africa. And he's very smart. He plays as if it's not him who's doing it, but it's him who's doing it. I don't think the Attorney General would just wake up and say, go and petition for ECL's body and stop the funeral. He's the one who's doing all that. And as well as Bill 7, that Isaac Mwanza that is there, who is he? I mean, where is he coming from? Can he afford to pay the Constitutional Court fees and, if there's any fees? And at the same time, when you look at all these things, it's about feeding someone's ego. HH is running Zambia like a businessman. You want to win a deal. You want to win over ACL's body, and then Kwenyu, you will say Kwenyu tomorrow. You want to fight this. Imagine over how many judges were there, more than 7 judges. They ruled to say this was not done properly. And tikakama muchinyanja tikambati pamene bezofuna ba HH ati chani Bill 7 ibwere mu motion mu parliament. Bezofunika first kubwela kubantu kubafunsa kuti ife tifuna tizisifa kama MPs bali 250 tifuna so vintu vizichitika so muganza po bwanji so ana vichito anakamba but yes it was done. And ideally by now the president should be impeached because he's already done things which are unconstitutional. But then because, it's Zambia where he's a big guy, he's above the law, and I don't know, he was told maybe a day before to cancel their thing, Bill 7, and he said, oh, we need to first consult.
Kumusta impeach izafunika 2/3 majority ndiye chemwe wenana pulumuka but vavenana chita maona lulingira ku constitution court at it's unconstitutional.
Yes.
Anapanya malamulo wanawelenga paja almost 10 vanevinga lengesa ati umuntu ashitiwe impeach but sanga ashitiwe impeach just because he has a lot of numbers.
Yes, in parliament.
So
yeah.
That was the reason.
Yeah.
But otherwise bazi bana kuziwa na wewe ati vintu vana chita ndi vintu voipa ndiye chanzo kamba vaiti kachagwa lungu but wamena chitache vintu voipa sipo 70 zaka pesika zakafika time ngati yafika ija time asakalire asakalire ja time ngati yafika ngati wofuna kuti ukapesike kuma office mwanumo uzakafunika kuchita vintu vili nomo.
Okay.
So wonse wamena panya malamulo ya ziko aba wazaenda kujeri. That's why nimawakumbusa every time in party program ili yonse ili life sister.
Yes.
Really. Sini mafuna kuiwala kwa auda njewele. No one is above the law. Pali lero mungazipwanya malamulo. But mfunika mkazikumbuka na time MMG. Kweze bantu wezali kupwanya malamulo. Kweze wene Sevia Chungu. Wene Kateleka Lumba.
Yeah.
Wene Richard Sakala. Waja wonse waja. After change of government, what happened? Wanaenda ku prison.
Yes.
So ngati waja wanaenda ku prison. Na mfunika kuzati mzaka enda ku prison. Muntu wena mangana na immunity. Ama ngache ni president. But abantu wonse abana bapanya malamulo sister Lily wonse abakina kwazi nima vikonga maningi vina marecord inavo maningi ever since bana bwa mu power chizaka making sure monga mwana kambira Edgar Chagwalungu ati abantu bazakamba kukonkewa door by door.
Yes.
Not kuwakonga buluto but lamulo ndiye zakamba kuwakonga door by door when that time comes and the time settles all matters.
Yeah.
1 minute. Sorry. Somebody is commenting on my YouTube because I connected it to live so that my YouTube followers can catch up as well. Maybe Bella can explain this. Lucky Mumba says HH is a tremendous failure. Okay, this is on my YouTube channel. And then Judas says he is insecure and a narcissistic. Mama Bella, can you explain that for us? We've been explaining so many things about HH.
What Judas is referring to
Yes.
is being systematically inhumane and having a psychology that intimidates and bullies and terrorizes. You'll notice narcissists will often tear down your biggest strength. Now, what we're seeing today, where we're standing, is everything that was said before we voted has been systematically and consistently proven. I'll give you an example. There's a lady called Angelique Matipa, I think. Angela Matipa.
Yes.
Whose father used to work for Hotel Intercontinental. Liquidation happened under Grant Thornton. Bob's your uncle. yours truly was, the underwriter for Grant Thornton, and actually locked up the mourner's house because there was a debt that needed to be settled. His daughter, who happens to be Matipa, followed them. She got a call while she was trying to sort out, because her father died overseas.
Yes.
So she gets a call while she's buying stuff for the funeral in town from home saying, Inganda ya chidilo kunoba isala. So she's saying, what's going on? Ati inganda ya chidilo na pesa beshire bebede baresende inganda.
Yeah.
So this woman's shocked, stops everything she's doing, goes home. Ludiabafika kunganda. Kusasanga naba bapele nkalato kwebati inganda ya chidilo na tuisala ifotwa isamu kupoke nkongore. Uyufuire na kwate nkongore kuri ifwe. Aberenge pari company ne nanamba. Efyo mkashana no ikata na kuchani kuya kudia. Ludiafika kudia. Awe umwabela lesa abale tuteka inonshita ebali nomba abene ba company dia. Awa londolola awe ifwe batata nabashitashani nabafwa alemona kwata alewamya ate wala ishofe wala butao kaine mpia ni amba nokulolesha panko koloko ina banani pa internet opo ili pa Facebook
even on my YouTube is there.
So efyo awo fe ba papile ata batata impia shena na bashkwata na administrator ni nebo te muntu umbi to apapata tupeleli kofienshita tuchitesha atitete mwishwe fyofe mwalachita ebere utapari problem impia kwena ko account oko shiri ate kaye naba abakumulonda banga babiri efyo mwe bantu bakwalesa iri empia bafunishe babapela kuisule nganda yama
ya chirilo
mwe bantu bakwalesa kushena fipusana nefile chitika.
Wow.
You know, when you listen to that story, and then you see how even the Attorney General and Kangwa Secretary to the Cabinet, how they've actually destroyed their careers. Government. They'll never be employed anywhere.
And you know the heartbreaking thing for me, Baroba, I have seen. Look, I've studied international relations, so you look at body language, you look at psychology, you look at all of that, and I don't know. I'll say it like this. I have noticed the shift in body language. I have noticed the shift in approach with certain key players at the very top. Now, if a certain person close to me can reach out to my supposed enemy and sits next to them, what does that say of me? Nalaipsha again. Ine. Turibantuka. So, what's nalanda? But mwadishwa menso.
Yeah.
Ndelanda. Udele unfwa. Na bongo ile bomba. So, nangulinga change rashani. Abantu balamona.
Yeah.
So, Bera, do you know what that in England, a Lillian would know is they would say chatting breeze.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Yeah.
Rubbish. So when you look at that, when you look at those are indicators. We were together a moment ago. So the question, I have to be so conscious of the language issue. Why udia omuntu aikarira paria? You know ira chechi ikulu aini kwari vana upo vaperi avene Zambia ati vonse avafumire kubuteko navakwata pakuikara so uri omuntu ari kuita maoption. But you see nari vaperi okuvoko. Why? Because paria varira ngobufyashi paria buna mayo icha bufyashi chari monekapo somehow mwamana. So ine naisa ingira muri motoka imoso Liliana ingira motoka awe efyo toambire kulanda fye. Oh, hello, how are you? I'm a very sociable person. I like to engage people. I like to know about them and things like this.
Yeah.
Awe muri abo motoka naisa sanga aba iminine ku zakire ba iminine pari UPND.
Yeah.
See how life is, eh?
Yeah.
So Lulia tuambo kulanda deba nati namwishiba ichinga wamisha chakwe bati pabe fyo kumfwana. You know what he said to me? He says, Madam, tamwishi vyo muntu mulelanda. I said, what? Ati Madam tamwishi vyo no muntu mulelanda. Mwari mona po muntu ai minina abantu 7 ukupita mu bantu 7 ari minina na abantu 7 ulio muntu. Abantu 7. Ame kumpendera. You know, when he counted, I said, I think this man's onto something. So I was like, you know what? This man actually has substance. So I asked him, I said, what do you mean? And he says, Marishwa muntu wa shupa. Udia muntu ta te muntu onfuira abantu. Ta kwata po onfuila ta kwaba. I said, what? And then he started pointing at indicators. And he says, do you remember this? And I said, yeah, I remember. She says, do you remember? If you mula ibukisha, if you basata balandre, ibukisha basate if you achitike, ibukisha ba GBM if you achitike, ibukisha ba kambwiri, ibukisha chite na chite, ibukisha ba kao. You know? So my point is this. Ine, neule ito mfiashi. It's normal. Kula bokupusana, no kwata ma problem. It's normal. This is life.
Yeah.
Kula wechin to church sticker, you're caught unawares, and you know, nomba echo tureka na chakwebati filiefia kwebati consistently. Walikwata records. So you see the way Abene Tasira said at the end of the day through the lawyer to say, if you could start revoking case,
yeah, we don't trust him.
In fact, if in a chaba, if you're to
yeah.
If you're to because nombe funde yala turuila ko yala bapa record because type ya muntu akesa tube pesha and chintu abantu bose barila ichabu fichena ichaku bensoka. Let me say it again. Ichintu echo abantu barila. You know, sometimes the truth can set you free. Ikuti na alikwata problem di bisha ishi batu na alikwata problem.
Yeah.
So muntu afiri anje bata pera walikwata problem. Walikwata problem.
Yeah.
Dimbinga na chumfuira kokuri bari abapaleme. Charangafwa. Dimbinga na chumfuira kukuona temwa. Charangafwa. Nana ishi bata apa mfiri okubombera popa kaswaka. Ndiwaka so. Ero tete chimoneke buino abekara charo banjishi byati ndiwaka so. Apanga tuaya kudia upiteko pa ATM ufunyeko mpia. Pako bati paria tuala ikara paria nkwate ko ya kupera ko bari omutu palamene na bena. Fyarangafwa. Fyarangafwa. Ngandi fya wakuchinja fyarangafwa. That's the truth. So problem ilipo ngamwamona abana bale irishanya kwari ukutanta obushku abantu kulala mu polling station. Our body will fix it. Body will fix it. I was one of them. Tiyeni tuchinje fintu nakanwa kandi akakene. Ifata twakwatanea kwa bati wapela abantu ichola awe. Tuiminina fe patishinka. So apa taturelanda pali partisanism tatureifana mupepi. Echo turefwa abuntu.
Yes.
Echo turefwa wine Zambia festi. Echo turefwa ni nationalism, socialism, socialism chinshi. I must be socially a good conductor, a good steward, a good person. If you are parakoso, nangu tatwasambirira but tunamona aho bari abachitupokerera bwino mwachimono fe bachitwipikira. Mukuchura kwa kuria kuire batwipikira bakutwipikira chibwari twadya. Era mishitwa chibane nsala. Mwachimono fe bachitupeka nshamenshi. Awe nangu tayachikaba but at least wachiranunga fye chibe. Ubuntu fye baroba mtabulubika. Mwamona? Nangu nshachi kutemwa kuria tuachiba nangu situation iria nshachi chita foresee. I didn't anticipate tuara jama pa musebo 2 days. But muri firia fine tuachikumanya baria batu senda na paka musakuta kabo. Tuna ya mumpanga tuaisa isanga fiatina mujomba. Abo wabo tamwa ishibabo baisa bamimya muitipa. Mwatina ukuti awe tuatotela. Nangu tamukwete bati dimbina mukwato bunga na busharamo mwapatula mwabashila. Why do we do those things? Muntu,
definitely.
Muntu, and mwana ufona bari abantu balalanda tawo bafuma ku bantu bari. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
So, apa turi mwe bantu bakwalesa tunelwisha
Ubuntu. Absolutely.
We don't even care. We don't even care.
Yeah, Mr. Andrew, get ready. Mr. Andrew Juma, get ready, sir. Yeah.
Echo tulefa fie. Ubuntu mubwele mu society. Tukakuke tube abantu ngwa. Ishishi befoka posa mabwe bamufunishe po mwe bantu bakwaleza nilaba. Blaze, walanda ndolwerako. Kaposa mabwe nishtu amufunishe po. Aleti abantu ati kuti baba free. I wish you was. So, in freedom. Okay, nangu ndandi ati iria freedom aini. Iria freedom. Oyo bakaunda barelwisha, oyo basata barelwisha, oyo barabi barelwisha, bonse badiobo barelwisha. Monene ababonse ndumbwire bantu abatwayishibe bantu abali mupepe bantu abakwe bati nangu na ufa kuri chiriro kamitondo kwa chirishi awe bachisa ala bantu tabashu patatwashu pana na wedi yabale bonse twari bapata ala twari batemenwe takwabo omuntu omwapata bonse mwamubika padya awe tuchirande po mwe bantu bakwalesa. Bariria ni moyo mwanesa kula balandira festi misekeko. My sister.
Wale pera mani.
Bella.
Mwane balwira mure kupuka mure pitana muma fioni uko.
Bella unfa.
Mwani bapatile.
Awe.
Bella wira baseka bariri bariri bati mwapusikeni.
Ndeseka kairi nanemwire ndeseka. Ababa roba mndala pila fieno kula pila na timwele sana la pila. La pila mwele sapa kupelo vote yanti. Every day ndalanda poidi ya words na tamwele sa munjelele. Na la pila munjelele. Papa nomba mpenya mano. Penya mano na pokolola na makane nsambu yonse. Eyo na bapele mwele sana pokolola. Andenieva. Valirian muneseka. Andenieva vefshinka. Apa nomba. Ero tuachumfwa. Apa.
Tireka lipa.
Aba iche valeri loko valeri la. Tuari michetekele. Ero chibe last time. Ero mwari beshu baba iche nga bai maimwe. Nangu ni mwe waba roba mtamwaka bakontololi. Ifine ndemieva. Fide bafuire ngenkoko. Ndemieva fifine tafiaka shikepo again. Zambia inena liishiba. Kwale baba abana bale butuko okufuma ku ndolo okufika ku kitwe the hour abana imwe batupindekeni nishimikireko araba ichwe balema balema tamwaka beminike so ifi bale balanga ukusakamana kwandikwa kwebati de bakema ero nomba bakalanda tibali mpata notisi
Yom kwaito ali bapata.
Bless.
Tatulati Tatulati Blaze ififine ndekweba
Tatulati
Mashani wa polisi okuyambwepa abantu inena ekapangana mistake ukisa imina akatalamgira yo fix ukimene noko iwe mapa.
Okay.
But I think
if we got to the land, if we tamakatanga yo not for but apari mieo tulalanda. Apari mieo tulalanda. Atina ngombe afuira pabana.
Sister ino ukeza mukupunda tikwenyu akakosa. Ati na mwisho pona ale mona ile wedi ati kwenyu na ale mona kwati. Ale president uli ale landa tipari ule kunyuka pabantu bako ale landa tikwenyu na bena bati kwenyu. So na mona kwati ndi pari ule kunyuka olo pari ndi upenene. So panale tikwenyu na bena bati kwenyu na yani upenene so na ile kushonga etonga president zera iwe nati kusha kwenyu na chumfa ba president barera ndati kwenyu ba president of a small group bareti kwenyu kusha pali upenene mchalo atawe barera ndati kuchonga kwenyu. So I thought at first it was a madman amongst paliapo pali wapenene. So it's good that I learned something anyway.